gonna start with the Italy pipe. I'm letting I'm trying to let on charge, but I don't like this charger. I think I might just have to find another one of these, bro. A better one. Like this one is ass. The best thing about it is the how well the magnet attaches to the phone. But that's it. That's it. And usually if I want to play the music is gonna come from that phone. Right. So no music right now. No music. Italy pipe is so loose now, bro. Just the fact that it's just don't come. Kind of sort of got the first part of the day out the way. You know what I'm saying? Wake up, play fetch with Bailey. And then, you know how they be like, touch grass. I put my feet in the grass. That grass was dry though. That grass was dry. You see how I lit it up? I flattened it, but when I lit it up, now the tobacco rose and it's up out the pipe. So we played fetch. I touched grass, my feet in the grass, took my socks off. Now I'm literally trying to figure out what I want to do for the rest of the day. I don't know. I think I'm pretty comfortable. You should practice the advice that you give. I'm a grown man. I don't think you should be telling me what to do. I ain't telling you what to do. And comparison is a thief of joy. Please don't compare yourself. So, trying to figure out what I want to do the rest of the day. If I can do creative. I kind of lost interest for the fashion shows. The funny thing is, if I wanted to do the 100 crop top fashion show, I could do it today. The funny thing is, I could do one every day. I actually do have to put the whole thing together. But the whole thing together requires a lot of power and energy. How fat the ass gotta be before you say, you know what? It can be a little ugly. She can be a little ugly. She medium ugly, but that ass fat. There has to be a butt. Um, if I don't want to do the fashion show, I don't particularly feel like cooking. What else? Now, the thing about me deciding to cook, it has to be already pre-planned. Like, the last time it took me, I had to stop here for the chicken, or I had to stop here for the steak. I had to stop over here for this, stop over there for that, and then go to the park. Now, the other part of it is, if I don't decide to do something creative, it's a matter of go ahead and, potentially just dash for a couple hours. Because if I have a goal, then I can just chip away at the goal just a little bit throughout the day. My only thing is I like it at night because no traffic. During the day, it might be hot. Usually it's been cold. Now it's getting hot. So those are two extremes you got to deal with. See, at night you would rather it be hot. You do not want it to be cold at night. But during the day you're all right. You're moving around. So Bailey's gonna need more water. The tarantula is gonna thrive. I have an Arizona blonde tarantula, so it usually thrives in, hot, humid, or just, what I'm saying, just some tougher conditions. But Bailey, she like, hell nah, give me some water. She like, hell nah, give me some water. So I decided to move the lighters and just have the cigar pipes over here. I do want to find a case to put my cigar pipes in. Now, not that I was unable to do it last time, but read Dr. Seuss. This is my new book. So now we got Dracula and Dr. Seuss. I can finish Dr. Seuss in a day. Now, which one? We know we be on some philosophy stuff. Which one? Okay. If you were a writer or an author, I'm trying to compare Dr. Seuss and William Shakespeare. See, they both got their pros and cons, pluses and minuses. But which one would you rather kind of have? Would you rather have been an author like Dr. Seuss, where it's children's books? Now, if it's an author like Dr. Seuss's children's books, almost everyone is going to have read your book. And sometimes people can say that it was their first book. Or would you have been like William Shakespeare, where there's a more reserved clientele, but all your work is revered? And you'll be possibly revered as one of the greatest authors of all time. If not, some would make the case and say that William Shakespeare is the greatest author of all time. So if you were going to be an author and a writer, would you rather have it so that you have like children's books and almost anybody and everybody, that could be like their first book that they ever read, so almost everybody reads you? Or would you rather be a world-renowned, revered author? Everybody respects your work. Everybody respects your work. They turned it into a play. People act it out. And people even use words you made up. William Shakespeare made up words. I'm not sure how many words in the... Well, I can Google it. Let's Google it. How many words are attributed, or does William Shakespeare get credit for? How many words did he make up? You know, one of the words, critic. The word critic, critical, to critique. William Shakespeare made that up. So what I'm trying to look up, how many words William Shakespeare? William Shakespeare is credited with the invention or introduction of over 1,700 words that are still used in English today. All right, some people have pictures of it. Things we say today, which we owe to William Shakespeare. Knock, knock, who's there? In a pickle, set your teeth on edge. Heart of gold, good riddance. Send them packing, come what may. The game is up. Wear your heart on your sleeve. Bated breath, fight fire with fire. Lie low, fainted heart, so. Out of the jaws of death, too much of a good thing. Break the ice, naked truth. What's done is done. Laughing stock. Breath, his last. Wild goose chase. Vanish into thin air. Heart of hearts, seen better days. Dead as a doornail. For goodness sake, makes your hair stand on. Love is blind. Off with his head. Fair play, foul play. Green-eyed monster. The world is my oyster. Brave new world. Be all, end all. A sorry sight. Things we say which we owe to Shakespeare today. The more you know, the less you know. We gotta eat, bro. I don't know how many goddamn times. Oh shit, this shit at 20%. Anybody that don't remember? Should we go with the chicken and sausage gumbo first? Or the pot pie? I'm trying to think. We'll go with the pot pie first. Bro, how much back and forth? You gotta do. Dun, dun, dun. Ouch, 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 ouch. Well, we might dash, bro. Not might, but probably might, yeah. It don't seem like I'll be able to do it that long. At least I got a lot of trash cans nearby. So now it's like, if you ate, yeah, I don't know what I want to do, bro. I don't know what I want to do for today. Got a field day. You know what fucked me up? Today's Tuesday. Nobody told me yesterday wasn't Tuesday. I'm already losing track of my days. Today, I looked at this, I said, it's Tuesday? Nobody told me it was not Tuesday. I'm sitting here saying, oh, it's Taco Tuesday, it's Taco. I'm like, oh yeah, it's Tuesday, we're making tacos. Nobody told me, bro, today Monday. Nobody said Tuesday is tomorrow. Nobody said that. Nobody said today is not Monday. Or, I mean, today is Monday, not Tuesday. I'm mad, bro. That shit fucked me up. So I had to watch the video. I was like, hopefully I didn't say the date. Because I'm like, oh yeah, today's date is such and such. Today's date is such and such. Somebody be like, that day was not a Tuesday. Bro, people be stretching to go for a walk. Bro, it's not that serious. I'm about to change shirts. Well, hold on, I'm trying to be working with God. It's the polo. I ain't trying to fuck this shit up. You know, sometimes your excuse for not doing your work, you hungry. You gotta satisfy your hunger first. All right. So if you are no longer hungry, you ate. What do you want to do today? What do you want to do? Go ahead and eat. Son of indigestion. You ate too fast. Well, sometimes right now, like me eating or drinking anything is because my tongue is burnt. Now, we can make this relate to something because might as well, right? Let's make some analogies here. You ever met somebody who felt like they wanted to just feel alive? So they do anything. They do some things that they probably shouldn't do just because they want to feel alive. So sometimes I just eat certain things. I like drinking soda. Soda got that fizz on that bubble. You know you drinking some soda. I'm trying to feel alive. My tongue burnt. Why is your tongue burnt? Because I be puffing the cigar pipe. Stop puffing the cigar pipe. I don't want to. I like it. You see, some people confuse boredom with peace. Some people like, I'm bored. I need something to do. And they go out and do anything and start fucking their life up. And then wonder why they don't got no peace. Because when you had peace, you gave it away. When you had peace in your life, you said, I'm bored, and went to go find something that was not peaceful. You went to go find some ratchetness. Tim said, this is the peace that you cannot buy. Air costs 25 cents to fill your tire up. Bitch, it ain't even free to. Air is not free. Apple will charge you for more iCloud memory. Memory is not free. This is the piece that you cannot buy. It's priceless. Now, pay less, shoes, priceless. Remember that the next time before you say, I'm bored, just sit back and think and say, I have peace. Just being able to say, the fact that you are able, you know how blessed you are to say, to be able to even think that you're bored, when it's really a time you can do whatever you want to do. How often you ever get to ask yourself, I want to do. If you can do whatever, and I got the time to do it. That I want to. Not have to or need to. And then sometimes when you're at a place where you don't have to do anything, don't want to do anything, you don't need to do anything. Just enjoy your peace. At least the peace that you've been granted and afforded at the time that you was given. You know, sometimes you have a lot of energy. That's the time you need to go figure out, use it wisely. Sometimes you got low energy. It's okay to rest and to restore and replenish. Restore and replenish. So let's read Green Eggs and Ham. Wow. I didn't finish it yesterday. My excuse for not finishing it is because Bailey ran to see another dog and she got super excited. And so I was like, all right, let's end this video. All right. Green Eggs and Ham by Dr. Seuss. All right, here's our first character. I am Sam. Here's our next character. But I am Sam. See, he went around the page, he came back around. Sam I am. All right, so whenever we say Sam I am, that's what we're talking about. That's what we're referring to. That Sam I am. That Sam I am. I do not like that Sam I am. Do you like green eggs and ham? I do not like them, Sam I am. I do not like eggs and ham. Yes. Yes, it is. Would you like them here or there? I would not like them here or there. I would not like them anywhere. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am. Would you like them in a house? Would you like them with a mouse? I do not like them in a house. I do not like them with a mouse. I do not like them here, there. I do not like them anywhere. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am. Would you eat them in a box? Would you eat the fox? Not a box, not with a fox, not in a house, not with a mouse. I would not eat them here or there. I wouldn't eat them anywhere. I do not eat green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am. Would you, could you, in a car? Eat them, here they are. I would not, could not, in a car. You may like them, you will see. You may like them in a tree. I would not, could not, in a tree, not in a car, you let me be. I do not like them in a box. I do not like them with a fox. I do not like them in a house. I do not like them with a mouse. I do not like them here or there. I do not like them anywhere. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am. A train, a train, a train. Could you, would you, on a train? Not on a train, not in a tree, not in a car. Sam, let me be. I would not, could not in a box. I could not, would not with a fox. I will not eat them with a mouse. I will not eat them in a house. I will not eat them here or there. I will not eat them anywhere. I do not eat green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am. Say, in the dark, here in the dark. Would you, could you, in the dark? I would not, could not, in the dark. Would you, could you, in the rain? I could not in the rain. Not in the dark, not on a train. Not in a car, not in a tree. I do not like them, Sam, you see. Not in a house, not in a box. Not with a mouse, not box. I will not eat them here or there. I will not eat them anywhere. You don't like green eggs and ham? I do not like them, Sam I am. Would you, with a goat? I would not, could not, with goat. Would you, could you, on a boat? I could not, would not on a boat. I will not with a goat. I will not eat them in the rain. I will not eat them on a train. Not in the dark, not in a tree, not in a car. You let me be. I do not like them in a box. I do not like them with a fox. I will not eat them in a house. I do not like them with a mouse. I do not like them here or there. I do not like them anywhere. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am. You do not like them? So you say? Try them, and you may. Try them, and you may, I say. Sam, if you let me be, I will try them. You will see. Say, I like green eggs and ham. I do. I like them, Sam I am. And I would eat them in a boat. And I would eat them with a goat. And I would eat them in the rain. And in the dark. And on a train. And in a car. And in a tree. They are so good. They are so good, you see. So I will eat them in a box. And I will eat them with a fox. And I will eat them in a house. And I will eat them with a mouse. And I will eat them here and there. Say, I will eat them anywhere. I do so like green eggs and ham. Thank you, Sam I am. All right, the sun is shining from this way. And so I need to just turn the car around. We'll go to the other side of the park and park the other way. Well, the best way to kind of park would be to park, facing this way. As soon as I make that turn, no. I gotta find a parking spot that's facing that way. so I can get a phone some shade. Phone gonna overheat. All right, so I read 3 books for the year. Now, granted, the 3 books that I've completed were of low difficulty. But say, how many books have you read of any difficulty this year? No, I just gotta think about barely ready. How about? I think is this a spot right here, bro? No, these spots face the same way. Not even trying to find shade, just trying to park in such a way that it would be shady. No Slim Shady, I'm the Slim Shady. Please stand up. Well, the only parking spots that face this way are over here. No. Let's go from low difficulty to high difficulty. All right, we're on page 66. I came up here an hour ago with Lucy, and we had a most interesting talk with my old friend and 2 others who always come and join him. He is evidently the Sir Oracle of them, and I should think must have been in his time a most dictatorial person. He will not admit anything and downfaces everybody. If he can't out-argue them, he bullies them and then takes their silence for agreement with his views. So he dominates conversation. Lucy was looking sweetly pretty in her white lawn frock. She has got a beautiful color since she has been here. She tanning, in other words. I noticed that old men did not lose any time in coming up and sitting near her when we down. She is so sweet with old people. I think they all fell in love with her on the spot. Even my old man succumbed and did not contradict her, but gave me double share and instead. I got him on the of the legends, and he went off at once into a sort of sermon. I must try to remember it and put it down. Now, what I'm going to, so right now, we're reading Mina's journal. Mina was the one that Jonathan Harker. Jonathan Harker used to write to Mina. That's the one that they're dating or whatever. What I will say though, what I'm kind of like liking or whatever, is because it's getting back to whatchamacallit. Oh no. Like, so the little girl saw this side of the car. I don't know what ethnicity they are, but she saw this side of the car. This side of the car is okay. It got the dragon stuff on it. She's like, oh, look at the car. Oh, I'm assuming she's Asian. She's saying something like the car. She's getting excited. But then I'm like, don't look at this side. Don't want to walk to the other side. I don't need you to see the other side of the car. Okay. But I was saying that to say that Mina, okay, so Mina, she's getting into journaling, you know, and being as distressed as she possibly can, and da-da-da, boom, boom. So it's cool, whether it came from Jonathan or her, like, or just the fact that they both at least had similar mentality. So she's adopting mentality. She's picking it up. She wanted to do shorthand, and she wanted, like, so Jonathan could send her things, write her stuff, and yeah, so she's the one that's learning. She picked that up. And so it's cool to see her also write this same thing down. Like Jonathan was doing the same thing. When Dracula had went off and started saying this whole little speech, when Dracula went on the tangent and started saying this speech, Jonathan was like, I need to try to write as much as I possibly can down. So Mina's doing the same thing right now. She said, I must try to remember and put it down. It be all full up, lock, stock, and barrel. That's what it be, and not else. These bands and off wafts and bow ghosts and bar guests and bogles all anent them is only fit to set bairns and dizzy women a beldering. They be naught but air blebs. They and all grims and signs and warnings be all invented by parsons and boat bodies, all in the railway tutors to skier and scanner halflings, and to get folks to do something that they don't other inclined to. It makes me fretful to think of them. Why is them that not content with printing lives on paper and reaching out of pulpits does want to be cutting them on the tombstones. Look here. All around you is what you will. All them steens holding up their heads as well as they can out of their pride is a cant. Simply tumbling down with the weights of the lies wrote on them. Here lies the body, or sacred to the memory, wrote on all of them, and yet nigh half of them there beating no bodies at all. And the memory of them bent carried a pinch of snuff about, much less sacred. Lies all of them, nothing but lies of one kind or other. My God, but it'll be a square scouterman at the day of judgment when they come tumbling up in their death sarks, all drooped together and trying to drag their tombstones with them to prove good they was. Some of them trembling and dithering with their hands that doesn't slippy from lying in the sea, that they can't even grip their group of them. I could see from the old fellow's self-satisfied air and the way in which he looked around for the approval of his cronies that he was showing off. So I put in a word to keep him going. Oh, Mr. Swells, can't be serious. Surely these tombstones surely these tombstones are not all wrong. Yablins. There may be a poorish few not wrong, saving where they make out the people too good. For there be folk that do think a bomb bowl like the sea, if only it be their own. The whole thing be only lies. Now look you here. You come here a stranger, and you see this Kurt guy. I nodded, for I thought it better to assent, though I did not quite understand his dialect. I knew it had something to do with the church. He went on, and you couldn't say that all these things be a boon folk that happened here. It's not a song. I had sent in. Then that be just where the lie comes in. Why there be scores of these lay beds that be tuned as old Dunn's Baka box on Friday night. He nudged one of his companions and they all laughed. And my God, how could they be otherwise? Look at that one. The effects at the beer bank. Read it. I went over and read it. And read Edward Spenslav, master mariner, murdered by pirates off the coast of Andres, April 1854. At Al 30. When I came back, Mr. Swells went on. Who brought him home? I wonder to hap him here. Murdered off the coast of Andres, and you can say that his body lay under? Why, I could name you a dozen whose bones lie in the Greenland seas above, he pointed out, or where the currents may have drifted them. There be the things around ye. Ye can, with your young eyes, read the small print of the lies from here. This Brett Rave Lowry. I knew his father, lost in the lively off Greenland in 20. Or Andrew Woodhouse, drowned in the same seas in 1777. Or John Paxton, drowned off Cape Farewell a year later. Or old John Rollins, whose grandfather sailed with me, drowned in the Gulf of Finland in 50. Do you think that all these men will have to make a rush to Whitby when the trumpet sounds? I mean, anthems about it. I tell you that when they got here, they be jumbling and jostling one another that way that it'd just be a fight on the ice in the old days, when we'd be at one another from daylight to dark and trying to tie up our cuts by the light of the aurora. This was evidently local pleasantry, for the old man cackled over it, and his cronies joined in with gusto. But I said, surely you are not quite correct, for you start on the assumption that all the people or their spirits will have to take their tombstones with them on a day of judgment. Do you think that will be really necessary? Well, what else be they tombstones for? Answer me that, miss. To please their relatives, I suppose. To please their relatives, you suppose? This he said with intense scorn. How will it pleasure their relatives to know that lies is wrote on them, and that everybody in the place knows that they be lies? He pointed to a stone at our feet, which had been laid down as a slab on which the seat was rested, close to the edge of the cliff. Read the lie on that thrusting, he said. The letters were upside down to me from where I sat, but Lucy was more opposite to them, so she leaned over and read, Sacred to the memory of George Cannon, who died in the hope of glorious resurrection on July 29, 1870. Falling from the rocks at Cattleness. This tomb was erected by his sorrowing mother to her dearly beloved son. He was the only son of his mother, and she was a widow. Really, Mr. Swells, I don't see anything funny in that. She spoke her comment very gravely and somewhat severely. You don't see aught funny? Ha, ha. Well, that's because you don't gone the sorrowing mother was a hellcat that hated him because he was a regular lamenter. He was, and he hated her so that he committed suicide in order that she mightn't get an insurance put on his life. He blew nigh the top of his head off with the old musket that had and the crows with. Tarnt for crows then, for it brought the clegs and dulps to him. That's the way he fell off the rocks. And as hopes to a glorious resurrection, that's where he fell off. And as to hopes of a glorious resurrection, I've often heard him say myself that he hoped he go to hell. For his mother was so pious that she'd be sure to go to heaven. And he didn't want to idle where she was. Damn, now ain't that some shit to say? Now, isn't that Steen at any rate? He hammered it with his stick as he spoke. A pack of lies. And won't it make Gabriel cackle when Geordie comes panting up the grease with the tombstone balanced on his hump and asked it to be took as evidence? I did not know what to say, but Lucy turned the conversation as she said, rising up, Oh, why did you tell us of this. It is my favorite seat, and I cannot leave it. And now I find I must go on sitting over the grave of a suicide. That won't harm ye, my pretty, and it may poor George gladsome to have so trim a lass sitting on his lap. That won't hurt ye. Why, I sat here off and on for nigh 20 years past, and it hasn't done me no harm. Don't ye fash about lies under ye, or that doesn't lie there either. It'll be time for ye to be getting scarred when we see the tombstones all run away with, and the place as bare as a stubble field. There's a clock, and I must gang. My service to you, ladies, and off he hobbled. Lucy and I sat a while, and it was also beautiful before us that we took our hands as we sat. And she told me all over again about Arthur and their coming marriage. That made me just a little heartsick, for I haven't heard from Jonathan for a whole month. Ooh. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. All right. We're on page 69. I had to turn the car around one more time because the sun is now... I just got... Now I don't have to find a different spot. I just got to turn the car around literally this time. Now, things to think about here. So, Mr. Swells, the old man. The old man. This is his thing about all the tunes. Okay. The phone overheated. So, I'm going to end this stream, but what I wanted to say was, it's interesting. Well, not interesting, but just those changing stories. So, Mr. Swells, he don't care nothing about the tombstones, and he think it's just a bunch of pack of lies and stuff all over the tombstones. So, what's funny, it's not even funny, but like what he said, he was like, half these tombstones, they don't got no bodies in them. This person drowned at sea. So, if this person drowned at sea, you think they found the body? So it ain't no body there. That's one. And then, now the only thing that I'm like kind of curious about, he's talking about all these people that drowned at sea, but he never drowned at sea. He never drowned at sea. But he know all these people anyway. That's one. The other one was, well, just to switch in the context, right? So the mother who had the tombstone built for her son, the son didn't like the mother. And what was crazy was the son was like, he'd rather go to hell because his mother was so high and mighty and righteous and pious that she would probably go. My mother's probably going to go to heaven, so I don't want to go to heaven. You know what I'm saying? If she there, if my mother is in heaven, I don't want to go there. He said he'd rather go to hell. And what he actually did, he actually offed himself. He unalived himself. He committed suicide, jumped off a cliff because he thought his mother was going to try to get try to do something anyway, try to get some insurance on him. So it was like, and so the mother, you know what I'm saying, still being so high and mighty and righteous and having an image to uphold, she had the tombstone talking about this, that, and the third, talking about he fell off. He jumped off. And then he was like, and because again, the girl asked, why you think they be carrying their tombstones? He was like, well, don't you think that her son would do that? He didn't like his mother. So, for her to have this tombstone made in his honor, and it's a whole pack of us, don't you think he'd be carrying it saying, yeah, look at this. Look at your lying ass.